Good afternoon, guys. It's a Saturday during February, and I have decided that it's time to start my lettuce and spinach and carrot seeds. Now, I've read that lettuce and spinach are shallow-rooted plants, so I'm going to take this 5-gallon bucket and cut it in half, and my husband's going to help me with that. And I'm actually going to use 1/2 for spinach and 1/2 for lettuce, and we'll see how that works out. Now, this bucket is a 4-gallon bucket, but it seems to be one with the biggest diameter. So I'm going to use that one for carrots. If you have seen my bucket collection, then you might know this is the really dirty chocolate icing bucket. And to clean that, I actually, before putting anything in it, got a steel wool scrubby thing and scrubbed it out, and it got the pieces out really well. Then I bleach watered it and washed it also with soap and water. And see, it's very clean inside. And I'm going to drill the holes in the bottom of this bucket for drainage, fill it up, and plant some carrot seeds. I have now drilled holes in my bucket for my carrots, and I'm going to fill it with the soil that I've chosen to try out with. Hey guys, I've now put soil in the pot, and I'm going to be planting my carrots. These are Danvers half-longs. So pretty much I just put soil in the bucket. I did a little bit at a time and kind of broke up the clumps as I went. There were only, I found a couple of rocks, and there's a few hard pieces which I think are actually like mulch because I can break them up, or some kind of wood piece. And so I'm just going to make a few little holes to put some carrot seeds in, and I have muted the volumes of the original video here because as I made holes for the carrot seeds, it got really windy, so I didn't want you to have to listen to that. So if the video seems a bit quiet, don't worry, I did that on purpose. Alright, and here you can see carrot seeds are really small, so it's easy to get a lot in one little space. After they start shooting up, I'll be needing to thin them out. And I'm only trying to drop a couple of seeds. It looks like I'm getting on average 3 in a hole, which I guess if all the seeds aren't good, then that might be a pretty good average. Maybe. And the cool thing about carrots, when you thin them out, if you let them get big enough, is instead of them being waste or something that you need to recycle, you can eat them. They're little baby carrots. Got one more hole left. And these carrot seeds I got from the Dollar Tree, so they were 25 cents for a package, and you can see that there's plenty for me to put here, and I could probably do another bucket this size. And so far my spices that I bought from the Dollar Tree are doing pretty well inside, if you've watched my indoor herb garden video. So now I'm just lightly gonna spread the dirt over the seeds, and then I'm gonna water them and wait for them to grow. Now, I may actually have done some of these a little bit too deep, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I'm going to water these gently and put them in the full sun area. We've had a pretty warm February, so we haven't really had any frost, and carrots are pretty resilient to that, and so if we do have a really heavy one come through, I will actually be able to bring these inside if I think they're in some kind of danger. Alright, you guys, I have moved my carrot plants over here by the back door so I can easily get to them while they're beginning to sprout. When I put them in full sun, they will be in that far corner over there. So for the time being, while I'm babying my carrots, I thought it'd be best if they were easy to get to. And also, my assistant has been less than helpful today, and I was going to show you the couple of rocks I found in the soil, but she took them before I knew what was happening. And so there's that. She hasn't been that helpful, but that way I can keep her out of the soil which she wants to dig in. You're supposed to water carrots carefully when you put the seeds in. A light mist or something gentle so you don't wash the seeds out. Honestly, I've got another bucket with a clean bucket with a QT cup, which is clean, and I put water in it, and you can see it's gotten dirty because my assistant thought she was helping me. That silly puppy. And I've just been gently letting the water soak into the soil. My lovely husband helped me cut this 5-gallon container in half, which you guys got a look at earlier. Now, I do still need to clean these out one more time, and I may need to find something to make the top of the buckets fit. This is the lid, but it's forming part of the side of what's going to be my planter, so I may need to find an adhesive that's food safe. But what's going to happen is I'm going to clean these out. And one of these is going to be for lettuce, and one of these is going to be for spinach, and we're going to see if these shallow-rooted plants have enough room to grow in half of a 5-gallon bucket. Hey guys, I just finished planting my carrots, and I'm also ready to start my lettuce, which is Paris Island, and my spinach, which is Bloomsdale. Both of these seeds were also bought from the Dollar Tree, so they're 25 cents a packet and not 99 cents a packet. And I know I directly planted the carrots, but I'm going to try pre-sprouting some of the lettuce and some of the spinach seeds. And the spinach seeds are really big. Like, they're the size of the cilantro seeds, maybe a little bit bigger. And I know you guys didn't get to see that, but that is how big one spinach seed is, which is pretty major so far from what I've seen. Most are a lot tinier than that. And so that means there's a lot fewer in this package than there are seeds in this package than there are other seeds in other packages. And the lettuce, they're kind of long and tiny. They're a little bit bigger than the carrot seeds were. I don't know if you can see this in the palm of my hand. They're a little bit bigger than the carrot seeds were. I'm going to try to pre-sprout those as well. And they are going to go into that 5-gallon bucket that my husband cut in half for me once I get it cleaned up and get soil in it and such. So that is what I'm going to get started on. I'm going to show you how I've done the pre-sprouting process for my herbs, and I'm going to try that on these. And if that works, then we will set them up in a bucket. All right, are you guys ready to see how I've been pre-sprouting seeds? So I have my materials, and what I have is plastic baggies, zipper baggies, and I've labeled them with what's going to be in them, the date that I'm starting them, and the time. Be a little more scientific with these than I was with the herb garden. And so I also have one for the spinach. I also have a square of paper towels, which I will use to keep the inside of the bag damp. I have this water bottle, which I will use to spray the paper towels. And of course, I have my seeds. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the paper towels damp. I'm just going to spray this until it's damp, not soaking wet, just a little bit damp. And I think I'm going to do one more spray. There we go. And I'm going to put this in the baggie. All right, and I'm going to take, this is a spinach bag, so I'm going to take one. I'm only going to do 2 spinach seeds right now because they're big and they're kind of limited in number. And I have a couple of different experiments to try these with. I don't want to do too many, so I'm just going to do 2. I'm the only one in the house that will eat spinach anyways, unless I mix it into something. So if I only have one spinach plant, that'll be plenty for us. Okay, so I put the seeds on the paper towel. I'm going to kind of squeeze them tight and pick them up for you here. 2 seeds on the paper towel, and when I put them in there, the paper towel actually still feels a little bit dry. So I'm going to do an extra spray of water. Watch out, camera. All right, and then I'm going to seal it up. And I've read online to put that it doesn't matter about light right now, but that seeds want somewhere warm. And I don't necessarily have anywhere that warm right now, but my thyme seeds did really well in my makeshift greenhouse. So that is where they're going to go once I get them in the bag. Okay, so now I'm going to do my lettuce. I have my square paper towel. Give it a few dampening sprays. Ooh, yeah, that one's plenty damp. I shouldn't need to add anything to that. Go ahead and put it in the baggie, and then I'm going to take a few lettuce seeds since they're smaller, and I don't think I can grab just 1 or 2 at a time. And I'm going to put them in my hands. Oh, okay, and it looks like I have 7 lettuce seeds. Ooh. Try not to drop them here. That I'm going to put in the bag. Although I might should have put them on the paper towel first. Live and learn. I'm just going to kind of spread them out. And I'm going to seal up the bag. I think I got that one plenty wet. I'm not going to give it any extra water. And I'm going to move the camera here so you can see that those are my lettuce seeds in the pre-sprouting bag. So I'm going to put them in my makeshift greenhouse, and I will record every day what they look like until they hopefully sprout, and I'll share that with you guys. Here is a picture of the lettuce seeds 24 hours after putting them in the pre-sprout bag. I will be transferring these to another small container that I will keep indoors until I'm ready to plant them outside.